Oh, wait, what's this button? Hold on. Brightness. Can I change it? Nope, that just makes things look worse. Okay. New program, trying to figure shit out. Whatever. Uh, it, this is just for me. I'm uploading it, but whatever. If somebody who needs to see this finds it and helps them, great. I know from experience that sometimes just finding out other people are going through the same kind of crap is enough just to help and to keep going. Alright, I meant to do this video earlier this morning. It's now January the 1st. Actually, I think it's probably later. It's probably the second day now because it's the middle of the night. But whatever. I meant to do this morning. I started doing some bullshit videos at the end of the year when I decided to do this. A lot of stuff going on. And this morning was just beautiful. It was the first snow, first winter, my first real winter. You have to be. I stutter a little bit. Something I'm working on. That's part of the story for later. It was just so beautiful. It teared my eye. But as all my type of shit, this morning, due to the fact that it was the first time in a very long time, I was able to have. I've actually got a parking area with shore power, and I was able to run my CPAP machine overnight. Man, dude, if you've got sleep apnea, use your CPAP, dude. It's a fucking life changer. It really is. I slept so good, overslept my alarm. A little late getting to work. Whatever. They'll deal with it. It's fine. Uh, so here I am now, and here I'm starting this off now. This is just for me, or I'm doing this for me. But in the process, like I said, if somebody finds this and it helps them, great. Just know you're not alone. Shit happens. Here's the quick version. I'll probably do an in-depth version a little bit later. It's just that's just a lot of emotion. It gets kind of dark, and I just don't feel like doing that right now. I'm kind of feeling good. I don't feel like going that way. Long story short, my name is Brian. I think I said that before. I'm recording this with my phone. I'm just like crap. Whatever. I don't care. I'm about 30. I'm 39 years old right now. Almost 40. Dealt with mental health issues my entire life. Depression, anxiety disorders. Growing up all through school. That weren't quite that were not treated properly. Parent issues. Again, short version. My dad was kind of a dick. My mom allowed me to get away with it. Neither of them really understood mental health issues. Story for story for another time. But because of childhood issue, because of that, graduated high school. Man, and toot my own horn. I know bragging. Call me braggart. I don't care. I'm a fucking genius. I'm right up there. I could have proper opportunities. I could be right there side by side competing with Elon Musk. I'm a fucking genius. But either way, anyway, I'm just growing up. Couldn't really I was always all advanced classes, all that kind of shit. I was taking college level classes before I got to high school type of stuff. I ran out of high school classes to take. I was taking vocational classes from high school. My senior year, I wasn't even at the high school. Um, but for I think, yeah, half of one semester. But either way, graduated, had to move out, became my own. Oh, and this is the short version. And it's going to be long, but this is the short version. Once I moved out, trying to figure out education, parents, oh, you moved out, we're not going to continue education anymore, you're on your own. I had no professional experience doing anything. I was working fast food, Whataburger. I was on the fast track to working. I was on the fast track to being the night manager of Whataburger. Because, like I said, I'm a guy that I work my ass off. I don't care if the job I have sucks and I hate it. I'm going to work. I'll work my ass off. I'm going to do it right. But anyway, buddy of mine, not naming any names. It might come out later. I don't know. But guy that was kind of been my best friend off and on all growing up. You know how shit goes when you grow up. You know, but Buzz Buddy, he had moved to. No, he had actually right after high school, he had moved out. He was looking to move out, so he called me. Hey, you looking to move out? All right, cool. Moved out. Got a house in that same town, hometown. Moved out of my parents' house. Probably 2 months after I graduated. I'm now moving out of my parents' house just because I can't deal with them anymore and whatnot. And that when it goes back to what they said to me, well, you're not under our house anymore. We're not paying for education. Working fast food and pizza delivery, just can't make any money. No education, can't really go anywhere. It was a small town, just nothing to do. I kind of got stuck there. Working fast food. I was on the fast track to working Whataburger, as I stated earlier, and that's when that same buddy called me up. Hey, and this is pretty much the conversation. And this dude is cool as shit. Best dude in the world. Calls up, said, hey, I've got a spare bedroom. I'm coming up this weekend. You're going to come back down with me and stay in my spare bedroom until you have a job. And that was going down into Dallas, Fort Worth. Moved down. I came down. Within a week, I started a job. Came back up, we got my shit, moved down there. No big deal. I was down there for 20 years. Again, still dealing with the same mental health issues, but I was doing better. Not too bad. And just like as people do, he moved on and kind of went around, did a bunch of different stuff. We kind of lost touch. And I just kind of struggled through life. I just kind of muddled through. Just went from dead end job, doing a lot of logistics work. I can operate equipment. I can drive any damn forklift. I'll drive circles with a forklift around anybody else. Shit. Started having problems, getting a little bit low. Found a phone number. Started getting help. This was about a year, probably what? No, this is probably a year and a half ago now. Started getting help, started getting medication, started getting up, just from, and after bouncing from job to job, and I'm still struggling. I'm still struggling. I'll get back to that. But just Fort Worth, just never really found a home. It was alright when I was young and dumb, just kind of bouncing around, going to clubs and whatnot. It was cool. But got older, grew out of that rather quickly, and just got bored. That same dude, actually a little over a year ago, it was around Christmas time, 2020. Just calls me up out of the blue. Hey man, I looked you up. Curious what you been doing? Like I said, this is it. And like I said, dude, I've known my entire life, and we just instantly started talking right back together. And dude happened to live in oh man, I don't know if I want to say the city or not, just because privacy reasons and everything. But dude happened to be living just outside of the city that I wanted to live in from growing up. You know, I remember visiting the area as a child with Boy Scout on a Boy Scout trip, and just in the back of my mind, I was stuck in that's where I want to go. Um, I will do say it is in Colorado. Uh, Beautiful area. I may give it. I'll probably tell you where it is at some point in time in the future, but just not right now. Uh, so you know, and I told him I was like, dude, as soon as I get a chance, I will. And I tried while I was still living in Texas. Tried to kind of get stuff together, but I just wasn't able to. Just I just no matter how I tried, I just wasn't able to really get what I was needed to. And as most money issues, I'm bad with money. You know, and then it was a holiday weekend, Memorial Day or Veterans Day. Man, I don't know what one of those holidays it gives you a 3-day weekend in over the summer. And about a week or two before, I was having issues with work. My issues, just with mental health, I was just getting angry more than I should have and whatnot, and I just this shit happened, and I was just getting a little pissed, and just happened to talk to my buddy up in Colorado. He's like, "Man, hot 3-day weekend coming. Come on up, take a visit, see what happens." Cool. I came up, visited, and my plan was to come up here at some point in time. Came up, visited, and it was him and his roommate, and it was him. He had the house, nice property, goddamn beautiful property he's got. And he had helped from several years ago. Had a roommate, a female roommate, and her her child, that he had brought in. Similar to me, just hey, if you need help, come on. That had been had been living with him for a while, and I came up, visited. Everything was wonderful. Just one of those things where I felt, hey, this is where I belong. There was the three of us, and all three of us, all three of the adults, have mental issues. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not nothing. All of us are a little off, but we all seem to complement each other. The three of us together seem to do really well to take care of the child. Just at least from my experience over that weekend. And I came home that weekend, went back to Fort Worth, and immediately turned in my resignation which they knew, and I kind of knew too, to my boss man, in which I immediately moved back up to Colorado, and that was June. New start, new life. Hey, I was getting on the right medication at the time. Everything was going good. Turns out, kind of false start. Everything was going great. Believe me, everything was great. Me, my buddy. I'm not saying I'm trying to. God, I'm trying to say him. My buddy, me and him, we've always been cool. We're men of very few words, but some people understand. It's just sometimes you have that guy friend that just you don't have to say anything. Just and he was mine, and his roommate. At first, female roommate, doesn't really matter, but that was the case. At first, everything was great. The three of us, man, nice little combination to take care of this child. Help with the child. Who's a fucking genius, by the way. This child was awesome. But in the process of living there, it took a little while. I started finding work. Started becoming the happiest I ever did. But for whatever reason, wow, this is getting really long for the short version. But for whatever reason, the tension arose between me and the female roommate. Not going into details in this video. That's a story for a future thing, because I just don't feel like dealing with that shit right now. But it just got worse and worse. Tension started getting worse and worse. Started in my mind with my issues. Started bringing up some childhood stuff that I'd repressed and forgot, and I've seen bad things happened. Really bad things happened. And at the end of the 9th month, September, right before October, I broke. My mind it broke. Details in another video, future, possibly, I don't know. But, short story, I spent a week in a mental hospital because I was ready to end it all. And not just ready, that was what was going to happen. And that's where I say, if somebody finds this video, hey man, dude, chick, sorry, female, other issues, you're not alone. Whoever you are not alone. Bad shit happens to everybody. Mental illness ain't no joke. But yeah, it's been a, I was gonna go home. Anyway, wound up in a hospital. It was a 3-day hold. I couldn't leave. I stayed for a week because I needed it. Ain't no shame to nobody who stays in a mental hospital. If you need the help, goddamn take it. Jesus Christ. But anyway, and at the same time as the mental break, I knew, because it was with somebody who was in the home, I couldn't go back home. So now I'm homeless. So when I got to the mental hospital, went back to my truck. Happened to be a nice little Durango, nice little SUV. Shit, if they want to sponsor me, holy shit. But I stayed in that for about a month, a little over a week. I was working. I still kept my job. When I got out of the hospital, first thing I did was check, make sure I still had my job, which was working at a landscaping supply company. They liked me there, so went right back to work. Cool, no issues. Just living in my truck. Get me a little air mattress, threw in the back of the thing. No big deal. It sucked, but hey, sometimes you just gotta deal with shit. A little over a month later, after still working, and for the record, why I can't get an apartment? My credit is absolutely bullshit. Fucked up. I fucked it up. Again, another story. If you're interested, comments. If anybody actually watches this stuff, I'll tell you. But anyway, so I continued to work. About a month after working, I came across this hell of a deal on a travel trailer. About 21-footer little travel trailer RV that a couple was selling. They're in need for money. Not, that's their. I don't know what their deal was. It's not my concern. I worked out a deal with them. Both of us were extremely happy that we're helping each other out. Got me a little travel trailer. Hooked up to the back of my truck. Kind of boondocked it. Lived in that for a little while. I'm still living in that, but boondocking it. Parking here, parking there, parking wherever I can. I will say, shout out to the police department in this area. I've been talked to several times from them about where I'm parking, and hey, you can't do this and that. They've always been extremely cool, extremely gracious. They're awesome. But at the beginning of December, I finally found a place. I can't get to an RV park because the RV I have is extremely old. So If I try to go long term in an RV park, any of the places around here, they've got regulations where they just won't accept an RV this long, this old. Uh, which I understand. But that's kind of what I'm looking for now. I'm looking for a parking spot. If anybody if anybody happens to watch this video in Colorado, this area, which you can hit me up, and you got a place where you'll allow somebody to park in our little travel trailer, which is almost self-sufficient. I can make it so if I want. Hit me up. Um, but anyway, uh, got the trailer, picked it up. Been living in it for a couple months, just kind of boondocking, just kind of parking where I can. Found a guy, uh, awesome dude, selling out, leased me a little space, on his property, a little parking spot, for February, for the month of June. He's already got plans for February, so this isn't permanent, uh, you know, but possibly, whatever. So I'm kind of looking around now to see, but just the fact that it's stable, I'm good. Just give me a month to be able to relax. I'm cool. Hooked up, whatever. Got some power. Got able to get my CPAP. Holy crap, that CPAP is awesome. So start trying to get back. So I'm gonna start trying to get things back on track. See if I can find a spot to continue to park after February. And this, like I said, this is kind of new year, new beginning. Mental health issues. Everything went to shit. Can't get wrong. Can't get any worse than where I was a couple months ago. Again, future video maybe. God damn. Oh, I'm fucked up. But yeah, it's from my doctor just gave me a referral to a mental health facility where I'm gonna have a full. I'm gonna try to push the issue and have a full psychological workup done. I've always had the issues of depression, anxiety, just the normal type of shit. But once that started getting cleared up, also found out I am probably mildly autistic, at least mildly autistic, because my social skills are freaking horrible, and possibly other things, because there's just a rage inside of me sometimes that I don't know where it comes from. But I'm gonna push to have a full psychological workup done. Hopefully that'll help out. And again, I said I'm just kind of doing this for me. I just need someone to talk. I don't have anyone to talk to right now, so I'm going to talk to a damn camera and y'all. And if y'all want to keep watching these videos, keep watching them. But I've kind of run out of things to say right now, so that's going to be the end of that.